These headlight ears right here needs to come off, and I'm gonna clean up the forks. But before I do that, I gotta crank up the front. That looks pretty sturdy. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is to take off this tire. And to take off the tire, I need to remove the brake cable and the speedometer cable. There we go. Right here I'm removing the speedometer cable. I think this is the speedometer cable, unless it's the tachometer cable, so I gotta check that out. The title for this bike actually shows the actual mileage on it, so I don't think the previous owner ever messed with the speedometer cable on this one. Sorry for the screaming in the background. Those are the neighborhood kids. Sometimes they're really annoying. I need to take off this handlebar right here so I'll have room to unscrew this bolt that holds on the forks. But it looks like I don't have the right socket or wrench, so I'll have to come back. So I had to borrow a wrench from my friend and I took everything off, but in the next video I'll show the whole cleaning process. I'm only going to keep on these dust seals for the forks. I'm going to keep the fork boots off. But right now I'll show how I put everything back together. You'll see that I got my headlight covers back. I had it powder coated. So when I was taking off these forks, I thought I could just loosen up this middle part right here and then just pull them straight down. But, you know, I found out I had to loosen up these bolts. Here are some of the rings and covers for the fork boots and the headlight ears. So I'm just going to keep these off. This is for the front tire. Don't forget this washer. This rod right here was a bitch to get back on, but here's a trick on getting it back on, because there's a middle bearing in the tire that falls down and it blocks the rod from going straight through. So I'm using a screwdriver to lift the bearing back into place and to clear the hole, and then you poke the rod all the way through. And there we go. And don't forget this piece right here. And I'm not going to torque this tire back into place. It works fine with just some good old muscle power. Haven't had any problems. The wheels look straight and the suspension feels good. So now I'm just putting back on all of the cables. It's a good idea to take photos of all of these before taking them off. I took a bunch of photos on my phone, and there were many times I had to look them back up and zoom right in on them. So try to make it a habit to do that. So there you go. In the next video, I'll show all of the cleaning products that I use to clean up all of the rust. So I'll see you later.